Hello everybody. I don't usually make videos like this or comment on or get involved with what's in the newspaper, but this particular article was really interesting, and if I can find a place to sit my drink, I figured I'd share it with you. This deals with Facebook, Twitter, and I foresee it going to other social sites, social networking as they call it. And I guess you could call YouTube a social networking site in certain ways when it functions. But this right here deals with Facebook, and I'm going to post a link for this article down below. And so far from what I've found is it was only posted in the local Elwood City paper. I haven't found any articles relating to it in any other papers. So if any of you guys and girls watching out there have heard of this, please comment, so let me know. I'm curious. But basically what it is, it says companies and agencies nosing into job hopeful social pages. Excuse me. And basically what's going on here is when you're going for interviews with certain companies, it really doesn't say specifically, although it seems to happen a little bit more with law enforcement. What's going on is the employers are asking for your login information for your social networking sites. And like I said, by social networking, I mean Facebook, Twitter. Right now, it doesn't name any other ones. And they're going through there and going through your information and using that as a basis on whether or not to hire you. And there's a couple people that this has happened to. They also, during interviews, have you log into one of their computers, which, you know, who knows what could go on with that. They could be saving your passwords. I got mail. They could be saving your passwords and all kinds of things like that. Another thing they do is they're using third-party application software that I would call data mining software. It goes through and it reads and it collects the data from your Facebook page. Not so much your wall posts, but your profiles and different things like that, pages you would like. Now, for most of us, or at least for me, there really isn't anything on my Facebook or on Twitter or any of the other websites that I use that I wouldn't want anybody else to see. But nonetheless, I have it restricted to friends only for multiple reasons. One of the biggest ones is, you know, my privacy, but I also want to respect my friends' privacy. So people that are giving up their login information on here are also exposing their friends, and that information can be read and collected. It doesn't say what all is done with it specifically, other than they're using it to determine if, you know, more or less someone's a mental case or violent tendencies and things like that. So I'll leave the article for you to read, and I ask that you please read it, and leave your comments below in this video. Let me know what you think, and if you want, by all means, do a video response. I always welcome video responses, always. I'm having some computer issues, so I may be slow to respond to some of them, but I will get there. Trust me. But so far, they've tried contacting Twitter and Facebook, because giving up your login information and things like that is it's against the terms of service. So I think all this is a bunch of baloney, but the ACLU is involved with it, and the general consensus believes this is an invasion of privacy, which I think it is. But they're just the job market is just flooded with people that want jobs. I honestly think that they're looking for any and every way they can not to hire somebody, because there's so many people out there. That and a lot of communication is happening over social networking sites. It's also happening over telephone. It still does. But you know what? They can't get their hands on that legally. So they found a loophole here. They found a loophole. Now whether this lasts or not, who knows? But it's been suggested that you create duplicate profiles, or not necessarily duplicate, but create two. So if you're ever in this situation and somebody asks for your username and password and all that, okay, you give it to them, and you give them a don't want to call it a false page, but create a second page. You give them the login name and password to the one you don't use all the time. The way I look at it, I have my personal one, and my personal one is just that, personal. Same thing with my email. Only close friends and relatives are on it and have access to it. But a lot of people are being put in the corner because they need the job, they need the money, and people are taking this information and using it against them. So, I've rambled on long enough. Hopefully I haven't ran out of memory. And I thank everybody for watching. Please leave a comment. Please do video responses if you want. I encourage it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've even heard of this before. And I will post the link down below in the description so you can check that out. And I appreciate it. Appreciate all my subscribers and comments and everything. Thanks.